Sometimes in life, the gods smile upon you, my friends.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Stock Market Show. This is your host, Shades. Let's talk about what's going on here. BBAI, opportunity of a lifetime. If you guys are looking to make the easiest money ever, we've been through this before. We can even go back here. Let's just start from the very beginning, right? Let's start all the way back here. So what do you see? Right? Stock kind of just consolidates around the purple line. Then let me grab my price range tool and measure from bottom to high. It makes a nice 206% move. That is followed by a mega size drop to the purple line, a 58% drop. Unfortunately, for bag holders, they just have to hold that or take the loss if they're smart. I've had people chase tops and they take the loss and they recognize that it is overall better to take that small loss if you're chasing, right? If you're chasing and you're okay with you take that small loss, that's better than holding the bag 56% down. Now, you can see very clearly in the past here, earnings had a pretty decent drop here, right? It had a 30% drop, a nice big gap, which it did not close. It just, went right back under the purple line. Eventually recovered, right? You had to wait quite some time here for this to finally make another big splash to the upside, right? We can reset here and you get another big splash, another big move, as I like to call it. From low to high, 700%. And from high to the purple line, about a 67% drop. So you can tell right here, you're starting to see a pattern. If you buy at the purple line, you get one hell of an opportunity, right? You get one hell of an opportunity. If you chase, you already missed out on the big move. So buying at the purple line that's what's profitable. Because if you hold it all the way down, you are down 60%. And then you're just hoping that it comes back up for you. Which, by the way, the bag holders at $10 plus, it has not come back up for them, unfortunately. So this is why you chase and make sure that you are okay with taking the loss if it starts reversing. Because it's painful to hold a bag. It's better to be a guy who just waits for it to come down than to, hold it all the way down and hope it come on. Better go up, because the one time it doesn't go up, you're going to lose a lot. You're already holding it down 60%. If it drops more and doesn't recover, you're going to be down like 90%. That's why it's always safe to buy it. I mean, you can trade it here, but you got to have a, strategy, right? You can't just be throwing money around and hoping. And thus the cycles have been repeating. I'm going slow so that people can learn. Like, here we go. 155% here. Here we, almost 100%. Yeah. And here we are again. Another earnings drop here. You can see drop to the purple line. But what was the reaction? What was the reaction? I want you to pay close attention to what the reaction was. Dropped on earnings, touched the purple line exactly right on the point. Look at that. Just perfection right here. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss if you want to. Chef's kiss if you want to mess with people. But chef's kiss, right? Look at that. Look at that bounce. So if it's, November 10, that's still 7 days off. But I would wait to see if it touched that purple line. That purple line is going to be big support at 5.80. What I would expect and what would be normal is we dip. Let me check the other EMAs just to be sure. Let me just check the other EMAs. Is that the 21? I don't need the 21. Is that the 200? That's the 200. Let me check the 200 on the regular moving average. Let me just check it. Yeah, so funny enough, it does like to use the purple line as support. If that doesn't hold, it does go down to the 200 MA. So that's something to keep in mind. But ultimately, any buy under the purple line you're getting a discount. So the cycles repeat. This looks like a shoulder head, shoulder drop, shoulder head, maybe even shoulder head, shoulder here, drop. So it's kind of, I don't know why it's repeating like this. It just is. So I would say look for buys at around 5.8. And from there, reassess. I would expect this to come down to 5.8, then bounce back to like 630. So where it's at, right? I would expect this. It touches it, bounces like 15%, because that's how much you would make on that bounce. Back to like back to 630, 650. So there's a nice little 50% bounce off of the purple line move here, because that's what we would expect. Either way, accumulate down here. This is the cheapest you'll ever get it. This is the biggest discount ever. And hold if you want to play it safe. Hold, wait until after earnings. That way you don't got to deal with that. But it wouldn't surprise me one bit if we touch here and immediately rally. And we rally into earnings and then it drops. I could see that. So I think it's just a buy at the purple line. Just buy it. That's all I got to say. But be careful. The safer thing to do would be to wait till after earnings, right? Let it drop after earnings and then buy. So there you go. But this right here, when it touched the purple line and bounced huge, that just comes to show you that there's a lot of people very much interested in this stock at that purple line. I don't know why. They just love it down there. So let's go to the weekly time frame and make sure our analysis is correct. This looks like a double top on the monthly, I bet. No? Yeah, so we got rejected here, pushed down. Yeah, we would expect this to come down. Let's see here. That kind of might be a bearish pattern. Let me check. Is it just me, or does that look like a trend line? Right, like that looks like a trend line. So it kind of even on the monthly time frame, we're just kind of trending to the upside side. So it would be expected for buyers to show up at the trend line here on the monthly. So it would be, yeah, I think this is a big buy at that line. Quarterly just looks like a big cup, and we're going to form, I guess, a handle here. Yearly time frame, we're still trending to the upside. So let me just check the 4 hour. Yeah, 4 hour. If the market continues to fall, I think it's going to be, yeah, look at the trend line. The trend line here, it's a lot more clear. Let me adjust it. Oops, I need to redraw it. So yeah, I mean on the 4 hour time frame, you can see like the opportunity is going to be down here. And yeah, at around 550 to 6. Like that's kind of where that's the buy zone. And that would be the purple line as well on the daily. Yeah, the purple line, it would be at 579. So it all just kind of, you notice how all the time frames are kind of like agreeing with one another, right? So there you go, guys. That's the analysis. That's it for the video. Hit that like and subscribe button, guys. And I'll see you in the next live stream every morning at 9 a.m.
And I take my chance. Risk is managed, I let it dance.